Whoa.
Hello.
How are you doing, Nene? Am I saying that right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's Nene like with the Nene. Okay.
Basically, yeah. Or I guess unintentional, but ends up being intentional, like the Spanish way to say nene, which means like smallest child, kind of.
Oh.
Which I guess is a coincidence because my family is partially like Spanish and Cuban, but that's what my brother ended up calling me when I was little, without knowing what it meant.
Yeah. That's cool. You're also a tiny baby, so that makes sense.
Yes, that is true, Seb. I am.
Alright, how have you been doing?
Good. Didn't get to catch the stream yesterday though, because I wasn't feeling great, but excited to be able to watch and commentate today.
Yeah. Happy you're feeling better.
Yeah, if I do sound a little sick, that's why, because I think I have a little cold, so.
Oh, right. First match coming up will be Ponko versus Flixona. Now, I think theoretically, Ponko is favored in this matchup because Ponko has the fastest full game run times, but Plix, I feel I've seen Plix play a lot more bingo than I've seen Ponko play. So this should be really interesting. I feel like it will be really close. Closer than people would think it is.
Yeah, probably. Well, because I do also believe for the ones being shown live, all of them except for one group, it's the two advanced playing in one match, and then the expert and advanced expert playing in the other. So I know this is the two advanced.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
Because, yeah, what is the other match?
Oh, the other match is two advanced experts. Okay.
Yeah, it's Sam versus Gooms, which was yesterday, and then who else is in that group? And then Mora versus Sev later today. So those are the two matches that will be this weekend that will be the least balanced.
Oh my god. Having all four of them in the same group is kind of criminal. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Oh well, should make for really good matches. I forgot what
We
level
love
this song is
SJ.
from.
Yeah, I was gonna say
And I
we love SJ
should know
music.
this because I've played Expert a ton.
I should know this since I just finished my expert playthrough because I got a new keyboard. I replayed it. Oh, what is this? I'm mad now.
Oh, it's a change in direction. Okay.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Ooh, okay. Looks like we're going right into our first game. Ponko versus Pixona. Should be hype. Summer of Arb versus Birdie Space exclamation mark. Let me hop in this Bingo sync room real quick.
Alright, so the countdown just happened. We should be seeing the board on stream any minute. Yep, there we are.
Okay.
So all Barry's intervention is in the center. Yeah.
That's a fast objective. I'm sure they will go for it, especially considering 35 and 45 berries are on the board.
Yes.
Looks like a very quick two-way rush to get the berries and also read poem and talk to Theo. That looks like it's gonna be a trade.
This is gonna be interesting because there's also all collectibles in 2A.
Heart? Is this a 1A skip board?
Maybe because
is there enough in 2A to... No, 5A side. You don't skip 1A here, right? But then you're gonna have to beat the A side anyway. It could be viable.
Yeah, this may be viable. Because, yeah, 2A is absurdly strong on this board.
And aside from berries, you have nothing in 1A here. Except you're gonna want to go back to it for 5A sides. But also, berries in 1A are super, super fast, so it might still be worth it just for the berry objectives.
I feel like a good play would be 1A skip, get Sight Blue Heart, and then get Intervention Berries and rush to Awake.
Yeah, side skip, claim, fucking, you do city skip, claim everything in 2A, and then do 1A all berries.
That would be very interesting.
Alright.
Oh, we have it by Plix.
This is good!
Yes. You'd love to see it.
Oh my god. This game is already legendary. This is the first city skip I've ever seen live.
I think this is the first city skip I've ever seen.
I love
this
the
is
no hesitation city skip.
This is a base city skip.
This is hype. If Blix delays this well, this is gonna be super interesting. I'm so excited now.
Oh yeah, Plix is delaying it well.
Yeah. Well, you can't really make the call first because you have to like, for this sort of play, you really have to just have that mental timer going on.
Yeah.
For how long until my opponent thinks. How long can I get this off before my opponent no longer would think that I skipped city?
Yeah, and for the case if they both skipped, if Ponko ended up ticking first, Plix would have the knowledge, but Ponko wouldn't.
It seems like both of our players are skipping berries too, which is interesting. You see why
I think
Plix
skipping start makes sense. Yeah, intervention berries.
Yeah, but like, I don't see why Ponko shouldn't be getting berries here. Maybe, I mean, I guess they're fast to go for, but I think the fast berries don't take very long at all. And for 35 and 45 berries, it could make the difference. That if Plix didn't skip city.
Ponko is not going for Sight Blue. If Ponko went for it, if Plix doesn't take this one in a few seconds, Ponko would have gotten it first.
Really fast sight with Blue Heart and all the berries. Oh my god, I just realized that if Ponko went for Blue Heart right away, he would have gotten it. I feel like Blitz is slightly overdelaying this. Like, Blitz really needs to take off Blue Heart, like, right now.
Yeah. But now Ponko will be wasting time if he goes for intervention berries.
Ponko not getting intervention berries?
Okay, this is very interesting.
Ponko expecting the cities? I feel like this play only makes sense if you think your opponent skipped city.
Well, Cookie, there is all collectibles 2A, but yeah, that doesn't, because Blue Heart is really easy to get later on, so I guess it doesn't synergize.
Like, my thought process is, if you're going against the same opponent who played 1A here, and you skip 2A Blue Heart, surely you get the berries, which synergize with 35 and 45, and have an objective by themselves. The only way this makes sense is if Ponko actually has the read that Plix skipped city. Oh my god.
Ooh, but Plix has to make sure to not lose out on Theo and Awake, because that's going to be a close race.
I think Ponko knows.
Oh no, Ponko.
That was a lot of ticking. Okay.
Yeah, that is.
Now the question is, where does Plix go next? Because now you've burned your one and only chapter skip on a 1-minute chapter. So this should be really hard to route.
Ooh, yeah, and 3A is not great. It just has Reach Old Sight in Pico 8, 2 mess orders, and Grabless Suite.
This actually isn't even that bad, because if you think about it, Plix is basically just trading a 5 or so minutes of progress for 4 objectives, which is fine.
Yeah. And especially considering how easy those objectives are to get.
Oh, I think it's totally fair that Ponko is taking his time, because his whole route has just been flipped upside down. All right, what are they going for? We see more divergent routing here. Punko goes into 4A, skips Resort. Meanwhile, Plix goes Resort. Yeah, as Punko, this kind of makes sense. You are... It's basically the... It's a lot of value for your city, for your chapter skip that you're going to gain in progress. Okay. So why is Blitz here? Mess order?
So yeah, this is really a
Possibly.
late game board. Besides those side objectives, because there's absolutely nothing in 4A.
Yeah, it's just looking like a straight Pokemon rush, I guess, for
Yeah,
Bonko. But now that Plix has all the side objectives and will be uncontested to resort objectives for most of the game, does Plix have a win condition on this? Without late game? Let's see.
I don't think so.
Let's assume Plix gets every single objective in resort. That's 1, 2, 3 for both net sorters.
4 with Pico 8 and Sweet.
Yeah, you're right. That will bring them up to 8. How do you win from that?
I mean, finish off 2A all collectibles is really not too bad. It's just Stardarb plus cassette with Awaked Winged.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't... This is definitely a heavy late game board, so...
Does Plix win the berry objectives if they just go back to 1A? Does Plix win the game off of 1A to 3A?
Because, yeah, theoretically, Plix can get the berry objectives, all the 3A objectives, and the mess objectives, and be at 11.
Yeah, it really looks like Paul's doing that right now. Like, set was strong, but you still need a little bit more objectives to get 30 and win the game. So, Ponko cleaning up all the late stuff that Plix can't possibly contest at this point. It's really good.
Yeah, that is true.
It's definitely still a match. Like, it's 5-0, but Ponko is way ahead in progress. Like, way ahead.
Yeah, the issue with Ponko cleaning up, though, is that you have to go far into Summit, Core, and Farewell for some objectives. And also having 5 A-sides with 4 B-sides on the board makes this very interesting.
Like, Ponko probably rushes 4A, rushes 5A cassettes, 2 keys in 5B, 2 different seekers. Kills 2 different seekers, that is. Key from there.
After Plix finishes 4A, it may be a play to do 5A instead of 5B for 5 A-sides.
I feel like it's a rough call.
Yeah, that would be, since 4 B-sides is also on the board.
I still feel like the berry objectives right now are still the most important thing to Plix.
Oh, 100%.
Because it is absolutely a thing Ponko can contest in other chapters that are not 1A and 2A. How many berries has Plix got on this resort? Because there's like 20 berries in each of 1A, 2A. If Plix gets like, what, 6 berries here, they're good. They're fine.
I only saw Plix get the Towels Winged and then the Ultra Berry. Plix may have gotten the first Winged, but I didn't see.
Because, like, Ponko... Actually, Ponko doesn't have intervention injuries, so does Ponko even win this if he decides to bum rush berry right now?
I mean, Ponko could 100% afford to spend a lot of time in start and depths in 5A getting berries plus 1A, since how far ahead he is in progress.
Okay, cleaning up the rest of the resort objectives, because I guess you can. You want to build a win con from 1A to a 3A. Uh,
Plix did get first swing, okay.
yeah, I feel like as Bonko, the most important thing right now is probably berries.
I mean, if nothing has been ticked by the time Ponko's done with 5B for berries, he may be thinking trying to synergize those with 20 and 7A.
Finish 5B though. Yeah. At most, you get 2 keys.
Well, there's 2 seeker kills.
You definitely get that later, I feel.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay. Go into depths and go get berries? Going to get berries. Okay, this is good. This is good for Pinkle. Especially considering Plix is in Pico 8 right now. Or, like, damn, Plix just finished Pico 8. Plix is fast.
Yeah. If Plix does not go into 2A, this is very good for Ponko. Oh no. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Plix can just
getting this far?
2A full clear, which honestly should be the last thing because
like,
core.
Berries.
Oh, Ponko just got that. Oh, really? Interesting.
I feel that's a misplay.
Yeah.
Like, Plix can have a maximum of 2 hearts at this point. I don't think core is going to be very contested.
Yeah, it's definitely something you go and do later. I mean, that's kind of the only thing that heart would have been for.
I feel like
because all collectibles in 2A, the blue heart would be much better to get last, since it only goes to core, but the berries go to 2 objectives. That isn't 2A collectibles.
Berries are just so important right now.
Yeah. And yeah, Plix is easily gonna get all collectibles 2A.
But I also totally understand Ponko, just like seeing the fucking city skip play and just not knowing how to play against that. This has happened to me so many times, I can't count it on both hands.
Yeah.
Like, people don't talk about the power of just doing the most batshit crazy route.
100%. Yeah,
just
this is
phases your opponent.
Yeah, this is a
it's
wild
just a
route.
hidden buff.
There's all collectibles tick. Another mess order, yeah. So yeah, Plix could be getting to 11 with just those objectives that I was talking about. Because right now a great play after this would be to go 1A for some berries.
Yeah.
And then honestly get some mess berries, but Plix doesn't necessarily know where Ponko is, but it would be strange for Ponko to be in 3A.
I feel like Ponko... Did Ponko get the 2B keys? The 5B keys?
Yeah, I was just about to ask that. I didn't see him.
Because, like, as Ponko, you really don't need to do anything. It's just a wild statement, but it's true.
Yeah, Snoo, most likely Plix will get those. I mean, I don't see anything more viable than those 2 objectives right now, once Plix finishes this mess order.
Okay, Plix finishes this mess order, is at 9. Plix goes berries, probably. Gets to 11. Where do you get your last objective as Plix?
Any of the last objectives.
You play 1B, 2B, 3B, 4B?
I mean, possibly, but at that point, it would just be better to go late game because there is synergy in a lot of the chapters. Since
But, like,
it would be very hard for Ponko to lock Plix out of everything
you
except one
say that,
objective.
but Blitz is still in resort.
That
And
is
Ponko is about to
true.
finish 5B.
Yeah, that is true.
I think
But
it's out of the question for Ponko to block out every single late game objective in Blitz. That being said,
yeah, I think the best 12th objective for Plix will be 5A sides.
probably. But actually, yeah, you're right, because it gives you gives you options. You need options in this position.
Is Plix not going for berries here? 4A is so good for fast berries.
Shrine is good for fast berries. I don't think Star is.
Well, yeah, that is true. But
Right, reflection on Ponko's side. He has a mock late game, but
ooh, 5 binos and B sides. 4B
Oh.
plus the 3B first bino is a really good objective to get.
What is he? Flix is about to play 2A, 3A, 4 for pass. Or not, I guess.
Well, I feel like getting... And we have Ponko's first tick. Okay. Kevin blocked from all
Okay.
4 sides.
Yeah, okay. I
Plix
guess
is probably going to quit out here? No?
I feel like this is a very expected pick for Ponko, and Flix doesn't get any new income. It's like, about this point, you expect Ponko to have a mock late game, but you don't know.
Yeah, because Reflection cutscene in Hollows as well.
This is still winnable for Ponko. I feel.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So.
How... Are there any bad rooms on bottom route for grabless Hollows?
I don't think you go for that at all. Like, you, at this point, you need to focus on the stuff that Plix can contest.
Yeah. I'm just
What
thinking
is
because
that
eventually that's probably going to be done synergized.
Yes, but that's for later. Right now, you need to break up this swing con from Plix as soon as possible. Which probably involves getting the berries, first and foremost, but I don't know, in Ponk's position, I would have expected Plix to include 5 binos and B-sides in their WinCon.
Yeah.
Reflection cutscene. Where does Ponko go?
Ponko needs to get berries.
Depths?
Okay, no, this is
Season
also
5B?
the
No.
Seeker kills.
Plix can't be in Temple.
Yeah.
I think anything Temple right now is still bad. Because, again, Plix can't be in Temple. Plix is on literally everything in Resort.
Could Ponko think there's any possibility that Plix didn't city skip?
No.
Because that's what
That's
this is
impossible.
seeming like.
No, that is straight up impossible.
Yeah, I guess that is true, but from what it seems like from Ponko, it seems that he's thinking Plix can possibly contest a lot of these objectives. Plix has 0 chance of contesting 2 Seeker
Oh,
kills
that's
right
tragic. You can still get... No, you can't. Oh.
But yeah, Ponko going for 2 keys in 5B makes way more sense here because that's way earlier on and more contested. Did Ponko get the first Seeker kill in this room already?
Yes.
Okay.
I think berries splits out.
24. Get 1 berry in 5A and then just get Or just get a few berries in 5A and then clear out 1A.
No. Punko. This is a tragic secret kill.
Yeah, at this point, going for the one in central chamber, or not central chamber, through the mirror is probably better. Come on, Ponkel.
Oh,
no!
yeah.
Are there any secret kills? Pat?
Unsure. Surely there's one.
Is there one in the? Because there's the only secrets left are in this room.
Are they?
Where is there a secret kill?
I don't think there's a secret kill.
Yeah. There isn't.
Wow.
Did Ponko forget he beat 5B? Okay, no. Oh, I think he was checking for secret kills.
Alright, no Flix in 5B. If Flix gets 2 keys in 5B...
Okay, good. Ponko's going for this.
Yeah. I was gonna say, if Flix gets 2 keys in 5B, it's GG.
It's still crazy that neither of them have gotten berries.
You're right.
Flix has still barely gotten more than the 2A berries.
Yeah.
And Ponko's gotten basically none.
Right. This is good for Punkle at this point.
Okay, yeah.
But now it's like a
Lockout
fair
Flix.
race.
Yeah, Ponko spent so much time on that secret kill, it's gonna be rough.
Collection.
Ooh.
Oh.
I think Ponko just
That's
sees the synergy
unfortunate.
here.
Like, there is synergy, but still, it's not contestable.
Yeah, because at this point, if Ponko exits even a bit before Plix finishes 5B, Plix can just go Summit and synergize with berries.
You have room grabless fairly quickly. I have spent multiple minutes on that room previously. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
That's not bottom right now.
Ponko's forgetting. Oh, no. Ponko, no.
That's unfortunate. How could Falco still win this game? He probably just read top row? Oh, I didn't consider that. That would be even more tragic.
Oh,
What is Plex doing?
And Ponko possibly may even waste some time.
Oh, Plex is getting the secret kills now.
Yeah. And yeah, Plix is ticked.
Yeah,
so.
that's ticked.
Yeah, and Ponko's now wasting time on this room because I was asking because I remember this room can be tricky if you don't exactly know what to do. Yeah, this is really unfortunate.
Okay, what does Flix do after this? Like, Plix has all of the options now. They're about to unlock late game, and they only need 3 objectives out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 objectives on the board.
Oh, Ponko got it. But
Oh, Pongo demo? Yeah, it's kind of
no,
hype.
he didn't do the demo.
Oh.
He did the upright, but he didn't grab. He did upright demo and barely made it up to the platform.
Oh.
Like 6A, really?
Yeah, this is how Punk will still win this game. It's not over, bros.
I feel like it just feels like to them the 2 berry objectives are just different irrelevant objectives. Because they've been so good in so many points of this game.
I think he realizes.
Yep. Because, yeah, Flying didn't have to untick it.
Don't go for it again.
Yeah, Quan, Plix is at 24, basically only from sight, and Ponko maybe has 5.
Going berries right now will be fine, I feel. I think the most logical next step for Plix is to clean up berries, considering you are at 24 and 35 berries is unticked.
Fair. Oh no, is he going for core?
No, this is a berry.
Oh no. This
Oh,
is a slow
oh,
berry
no.
though.
It might be a core play.
Oh no. If he goes Shrine next, this is... Oh
Okay,
no.
yeah, it's fine. This is a fast berry checkpoint.
He's
Oh.
going for the heart. He just checked that he had 3 hearts.
I mean, we'll see how this plays, because there is still a chance that Plix goes core, in which case this was the optimal play.
Yeah, I just feel like the
Like,
chances of Plix going core are close to none, because
Any
there's only one
play-
objective there.
Any play here can be a good play if you do it before Plix. You just need to luck out Plix out of everything.
And yeah, there is that tick from Plix.
Alright, where does Plix go?
Please 7A for berries. No.
If you're getting caught for core right now...
Okay, this works as
out.
well. This works as well. Berries and an A side.
Back to city for the first time!
Yo! Plix has just started the bingo match.
Alright, what's this board looking like? All berries and intervention. That's an interesting objective.
Yeah, old site blue heart. I wonder who got to that first.
Skipping the berry with the... You are at 24!
Plix, please don't go for the heart.
There's no way.
No, please don't. No!
Uh-huh. I'm saying, course the optimal play.
It has 1 objective. Plix needs 2.
Well, like, in Plix's position, you want to be as unpredictable as possible to not get locked out by Concool, who, if he chooses to, he can get the advantage for any objective on board. So this is fine, I guess. Yeah, Reed, 34 and 45 is still on the board, and Seth is at 24.
Yeah.
I mean, Plix is at 24. I'm ready.
Punk was at like 8 or 9.
Reed? Notice how Plix hasn't played City yet.
Yeah, Plix may have city skip. Yeah, Ponkel's first tick was hit a Kevin block from all four sides.
Forward.
Why? I know. I'm assuming Ponko just got that Bino from muscle memory for bingo.
If Fonko hard committed to core after getting the hearts, I don't know, in that position you kind of have to gamble on that, and I'm gonna correct gamble. Like hindsight is 2020, I guess.
I am so confused. 5 minutes ago, I thought there was absolutely zero chance Plix could go here, but here we are.
Oh, wait, this is a 5 A-sides play!
Oh my god, it is!
I didn't even
Wait,
realize!
I didn't see that! Wait! I was literally about to say, is there just something that's crazy going on here that we somehow missed?
This is the
How did-
weirdest routing I've ever seen.
Oh my god, Plix. Oh, 100% Sev.
No, this is totally what happened. And it's
Yeah,
very
it
hard to play
completely
against.
threw Ponko off.
It's very hard to play against a route that you didn't even think was a possibility.
Yeah, it just seemed like Ponko played against a normal route. Like a ridge skip route, it
Yeah,
seemed like
weird.
almost.
Yeah, Reed, I was saying it's the hidden buff of doing the weirdest, most unpredictable route possible, and that your opponent just can't think how to counterplay against. It's the hidden buff.
Well, hopefully Ponko can get to Summit Cassette before Plix finishes. Oh, that's 100% gonna happen, but hopefully
Yeah.
Ponko can tick off like 20 berries. Because right now Ponko just needs as many objectives as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, Reed.
Basically, Reed, yeah.
It's just really tragic. Like, even with all the Exodiatic 2A and every single 3 objective, Vic still needed late game to win the game. So, like, it was... If Uncle hadn't had those tragic mistakes, I think he could definitely be in position to win.
Oh, Sam, they both should have berry stuff by now.
Yeah. I feel like Plix more than Ponko, maybe.
Yeah, because Plix
yeah.
did have 20 berries. Ponko could have realized, oh,
There
well, Ponko could have realized, well,
DPS.
Plix is behind, and I can afford losing time getting berries and lock Plix out.
No DPS.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh, and not Summit Cassette either.
Yeah, Plix got
Oh yeah, Ponko
Berries
really needs that
away.
cassette, but I think it's too late.
anything else. Alright. And yeah, this should be basically GG. God, this was a wild match. I could not have predicted how this match would have gone.
Yep. And
That was
there it is. GG's.
I think. GG's. Wow. I don't know what to say about after that. Other than we're heading into a new big game. God.
Oh, we love this song.
Yo.
This
Such
song
a-
is a clifftop bop. It really
It's
is.
true.
Excuse you, Splod. How dare you?
How do I delete message again? Can anyone tell me? Is that only a is that a BTTV anything?
Wait, delete message where?
Damn. Okay, yeah, the tempo changes are whack, but that doesn't mean the song is bad. The song is
It's a
so good.
Great song. Alright, so yeah, this is the other match of the weekend, besides Sam and Gooms, that isn't either two advanced up against each other or an advanced expert against an expert. But this is more balanced than Sam versus Gooms.
I don't know. I don't even think that match was that unbalanced. I just think the cityscape threw everything off.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I'm talking about the other side of this group.
Yeah. Yeah. But Mora versus Seth,
What?
this should be a fantastic match.
Yeah, how did that game go, Sam? At this point, I just need to pull up the...
Okay. We should be getting into it right just a moment. And while we have your attention, if you don't want to miss another bingo match from this tournament, and trust me, you don't. You want to see every match because it's just going to be fantastic bingo being played so many times. It'll be wonderful. Make sure you follow the channel. Make sure you join our Discord to be notified whenever we go live.
And also...
Exclamation mark, Discord in the chat.
And also, subscribe to the YouTube, because that's where I'll have to watch the final weekend, because I'm going to be on vacation, which is sad.
Yeah.
So, if you end up missing a weekend, or want to watch future streams, go subscribe to the YouTube. Especially because the true ending at GDQ was just posted there.
True.
And I watched that this morning, because I didn't get to see that live. And that was a good stream.
Yeah, again, doing X on our YouTube in the chat. I'll give you the link for that. Actually, I'll go ahead and do it for you since
I'll do Discord.
it's asking so nicely. There you go. That song goes so hard.
Alright,
Ooh,
there's a
it is
switch over.
gaming time. All right.
Ab versus Mora.
I'm so excited for this match. I quit out of the bingo room. I'm not smart.
Okay, well, the reveal is
I return.
happening.
Alright.
So there is desync on stream.
Oopsie.
Guys, there is a 1A objective this time.
No
There's a
way.
1A objective. It's one up
Oh
in
my
1A.
god.
There is a 1A objective, luckily. Yep, there's the board.
Alright. So what do we have here? 25 berries. Surely that gets ticked off this time. 7
Ooh,
binos.
3 1-ups
Interesting.
could be a play right away
Yeah.
with
It's
one up
definitely
in
looking like a lot of berries in City, at least. If someone does triple 1-up, I won't be surprised.
Yeah,
3 wins, 6
I
wins.
could see Sev doing progress 1-up.
Yep. Is there anything 2A? Actually? Surely we don't have a 2A skip for it.
Site skip.
Right?
City skip followed with a site skip the game after.
Like 3 winged, I guess, but you get it faster in Resort. This is not a side skip board. Okay.
Yeah, there is nothing in 2A, but yeah, probably not a site skip board. Especially because 3 winged is also right there, but technically 3 winged is faster if you go site skip, but
Technically.
yes.
Okay, we have City! No! Okay.
Imagine no city
Should
skip.
be a 1-up coming right up for both sides. Maybe a 3-up even. I won't be surprised if actually both sides attempt a 3-up. Maybe not Mora, because Mora just collected a berry. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, I don't think Mora is going to be attempting a 3-up. I'm still going for this 1-up still.
Yeah,
And
Sev's
meanwhile,
probably
we
good.
see Sev. 5 berry trail.
Oh wait,
just
did Sev skip some?
through.
Oh yeah, is he going for progress 3-up?
Progress 3-up.
Probably.
2023 bingo.
When I just noticed, 3A is not too bad on this board, especially because there is.
That's a progress 3.
Yeah, especially because there's grabless start and grabless 3A. So 3A is not bad.
That was hype. And suddenly Sev is ahead to most very objectives. Okay. As Mara, what do you do here?
Collect 3 berries at the end.
This
do
might
it.
be the thing that instigates the site skip.
Side skip, yo. Aw,
Okay.
unfortunate.
No site skip for Sev.
Yo, Mora brought them to the end. You love to see it.
Okay. Both players play site. Huh. Mora got both wingberries, right? I'm sure Sev got both wingberries.
Sev
Right?
did, I believe. Because, yeah, Sev collected right outside second wing room. But I don't think Mora got second. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, 9 binos. 6 binos in B side. Sev, go for 2B first pass. Aw, unfortunate.
You've invested a lot of time in 1A. I don't think that's viable to go to be first.
Yeah, that is
player.
true. Because, yeah, I guess he doesn't know Mora is... Ooh, but Mora... 2B first pass, it looks like.
I guess this is one thing you can do to make up the...
Oh, wait, there's 7... Oh, wait, yeah, there is 7 binos as well as 9 binos. Yeah, 2B... Ooh. This could be interesting if Mora does 3A skip and then goes for 4B.
This is fine. Yeah.
Yeah, if Mora gets the first 2 binos in 4A and gets all the 4B binos, Mora can be at 9 binos and 6 binos and B-sides. So that could be an interesting play that we may see.
Is Mora isn't ahead out of no.
Oh no,
She's not.
Mora was behind out of 1A
Okay.
by a good amount. Ooh, that is true, Reed. And yeah, he should win 3-winged pretty easily. I don't know. I don't think Mora's gonna enter 3A going with 2B. Because she can get the 3 bino objectives really easily.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's just a 2B4B routing for binos.
Neither
Classic.
player got second winged?
Huh.
Really?
That's
Sev did it?
really interesting considering.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Sev. Yeah, Sev literally collected right outside second winged. That's interesting.
Surely Sub goes back to 1A for the Wingberry, right? Yeah, you're already like most of the way through this objective.
Yeah.
Might as well. It's 5-cent detour. Short skip into Ridge. Probably finishing out 25 berries in 4A start.
Because I didn't see how many he was.
So that checks out.
Yeah, I didn't see how many he was at after the winged. But we will see right here. 1 short. So Sev will need 1 berry enshrined. Oh, there's 2B finished by Mora. What will we see? Okay, we will see a 4A.
Expected.
Possibly a 4B.
Okay, so Mora gets 6 binos and B-sides, 7 binos, and 9 binos. Here, basically. It's like, you have 3 right now. There's 3 in 4A and 4 in 4B.
Oh, I guess Mora could think Sev is in 3A. That's why she's going for this. But yeah, she should stop going for it any second now then.
Yeah, as soon as the tick comes through.
Which, yeah, then that's not a slow berry. So.
Okay.
Oh wait, and Sev didn't get cassette, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Sev, why? Why did Sev take the block?
Felt like it, probably.
Sev is
More not getting the cassette.
Why? Oh wait, oh, I'm so smart. Dashless shrine.
Oh.
I was about to say, what is Sev doing? Yeah, I'm very smart.
No, I'm very interested as to why Mora didn't get the 4A cassettes.
And also why she's going for this. Because she... Yeah, if she didn't go for this, she could possibly have been ahead out of Shrine, or really close. Okay,
Yeah,
there's the
a
tick
rough
for that.
position now.
Yeah. Okay.
Going back into 3A is interesting. I guess you don't really need much.
No,
But
okay,
then again, you have no idea where Mora is. Mora has not ticked off anything, so Sev has 0 clue where Mora is right now. Sev has 0 clue where Mora went to B, and that is even in 4A. All Sev knows, Mora is in 3A right now, cleaning up all the objectives. feel like going for 3A Starberries is a misleading stuff here. There's a very big possibility that Mora has done this and is delaying it because they are 0-6 right now. So that should be the that's a Wingberry though. I guess it kind of makes sense. Is it a win con for Sev?
Where's the win? Because, yeah, the...
Starberries 7.
There's
Grabbers
5.
3, 8. 3B 9. Grab start 10. Theo and Shaft 11.
Blue
6
hearts.
Wing 12.
Wait, so yeah, Wait, so how many 3A
We
objectives
still
are
need
left?
one more. This is
4 blue hearts? Or did you say that?
4 blue hearts. Oh yeah. Okay. My god. No. Okay. Mora's in Temple. You can contest 5 blue hearts as Mora, definitely. You can also contest Wingberries. Like... Oh wait, no you can't. That's 6 Wingberry. Oh, what do you do here? This is just such a rough position. You don't even know. I mean, I guess you do know that the 6 Wingberries in Resort. But there's still... Well, there's still a chance that... Such a start.
Wait, was it 8A last game as well, or was it 7A? Or 7 to 0? Oh, it was 9-0 last game. Before a tick.
Yeah, I mean... Bronco's position in the last game wasn't even that rough. It was basically far behind because
he just didn't know how to play against Cityscape. Oh, well, there's 3 objectives. Wait, what? Oh,
Okay.
no. Oh, no. GG.
Wow.
Oh, not even going for objectives?
Yeah, that's just rough.
She said
really.
GG in bingo chat.
Yeah.
Is that a GG's? Yes, I'm still going.
That's just rough. It's rough, really. That's not.
I mean, yeah, that is
say.
true random. She could have possibly needed this win.
It's just a very snowbally board.
Yeah, yes, she said
all these
GG.
really hard objectives.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, this board is really rough.
Just unlucky. The GG. Oh, right.
Alright, well, I think... Who's
Yeah, I
coming
think
next?
I think that's gonna be us switching comms. Wow, that's...
Yeah. So yeah, you guys will see Tio and Pocket up next. And after that, Vertil versus Quad. So both those matches are Expert versus Expert Advance. Yeah, who is... I'm pretty sure Sam is one of them. Sam and Epic will be coming for the next 2 matches.
And yeah, that was it for our commentary. I guess we'll be stepping out after like less than an hour.
Well, we did come for a while last time. The end of the Valentine's Day.
Alright, yeah. We'll see you
Well, yeah,
in
good
the next
luck.
coming up game. And
Yeah, good luck,
Yeah.
all the players for the next games. And we will see you guys later.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Alright, looks like we're getting started a bit early with the second two matches, but that's okay. We're here for some more bingo. I think we've got some fun ones coming up.
I have to confess, I literally just got home, so I was not quite anticipating to be up this soon. But I'm sure it'll be fine, right? We got exciting bingo to play, or to watch.
Yeah, I
We're
think we've
not
got a few
playing.
minutes just because the players also weren't quite expecting to be on just yet. They've got to get themselves ready, but we can all hang out.
Oh, really unfortunate for Mora, that last game. Like, I only caught the end of it, but...
Yeah,
like...
I mentioned in the chat, I was worried something like this might happen just because the board had like a very clear route that it lended itself to, and when one person just gets ahead on that route, it's rough.
Yeah, there's not a lot you can do if you both do the same thing and one person's just slower.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't know how that could feel.
Speaking from experience there, Sam.
It happens. It happens to the best of us.
Oh.
But
Well,
I have to say, this upcoming match, Tio versus Pocket, is one that I've been most excited for this weekend.
oh yes.
Tio is, I think, by most considered to be the odds-on favorite to win this whole thing, and understandably so. He's just good at every single facet of the game. But as far as people who could potentially contend, I think Pocket has a real shot.
Ah, we have brackets.
Oh, look at this. Are these real standings?
Or are these matches that have been live streamed so far? I have
These are live streamed standings, yeah.
only live, so this doesn't actually tell us necessarily who's winning the groups yet, because there are other games that have happened that haven't been restreamed, but we can see that certainly in this group, Random Name off to a good start, taking down Cookie. We do love to see the tied bingo matches. Clearly bingo, lockout bingo is something that is very easy to draw in.
Yeah, I guess we can give a little recap of what we saw yesterday, or not. No more standings.
Oh, yep. Oh, they're back. They're back.
Oh, they're back. We had Plix versus, I guess that was earlier today. We had Crab versus Owen. We saw the first of two city skips. Owen's not quite as successful as Plix's that we just saw a little while ago.
So what I'm hearing, Sam, is that I really need to go back and watch the VODs for these matches.
You know, that might be a good idea. There was some content played, that's for sure.
Excellent.
Without spoiling, for those that might want to go back and watch, Relmont versus Dragon had some interesting moments as well.
So I heard, yeah.
Goodbye, Bracket. Seems like
goodbye,
the
Bracket.
players are getting ready to go.
I will join the bingo sync room so I can see what's going on in there.
Yeah, I think they're not quite ready. But yep, we have two more games left to happen. Tio versus Pocket coming up, which could be a good time. And then the last one of the day, it's going to be Vertil versus Quan. That one should be really fun too, honestly.
Yeah, we're in for some good matches, I think.
And then, as Random Name was saying in the chat, most of the group stage has already happened. There's a few more happening, I think maybe later tonight or tomorrow. And then we'll be able to see who advances to the double elimination 8-person finals bracket.
Exciting times.
Definitely. I know I'm anxious to see.
Because you're in this, aren't you, Sam?
Well, I am in this.
Oh, okay. Scratch that. It looks like we're getting
Looks like
into
we're
it.
ready to go.
Players are ready.
All right, we're getting some bingo. We'll get a board reveal and the players off and running soon.
The board on my screen is desynced, and it appears to be desynced for the players as well. So,
Okay, just another moment.
gonna reload the bingo sync and see which one is the real board. Okay.
Oh, did I have the wrong one?
I'm seeing 5
I
keys
see.
in 2.
Okay, yeah.
Good luck to both players.
And we are off.
Tio already sort of little bit ahead of himself with the Summer of Arb there. It's not quite summer yet. Although I guess, I mean, it is
Never too
June.
soon for Summer of Arb 2023.
I guess June is considered summer. Yeah. Don't mind me just being clueless.
Alright, let's take a look at this board. As far as early things, we've got City Blue, which probably won't happen first pass, Awake Dashless, some reasonably early 4A objectives and Grabless Start and Ridge Cassette. 15 4A is also pretty quick. Decent amount of progressy looking things.
We've got Bird's Nest and Epilogue, which is an interesting one.
Oh yes.
If you can somehow get to late game with a skip still, that's just a free objective. I don't see... Like, I think you probably don't do that at this level, but it's something that's interesting to think about. You've
So-
also got 2500 meter ARB, so I guess once you've done that, you're probably... There's a good amount of summit synergy, actually. You've got 5 gems as well. I mean, it's all really late summit stuff, but like,
8 binos
if
is
you
also
can get
pretty
to a
nice.
late game with an advantage to some of that, you're in potentially a really good spot.
Yeah, it's some nice synergy at the end there. Now, I'm also trying to look at 3A, just because if someone is going to try and save up for that summit skip, it's usually not strong enough to be worth. And there is some 3A stuff. Theo
I
and
think-
Shafts, it's relevant for 5 keys and 10 berries 3A, but I don't think mess order.
I'm seeing a fair bit of like early progress stuff though in 4A in particular. Like you've got Grabless Starter 4A and Ridge Cassette. Those are both things that you would think probably mean someone is going to want to skip Resort.
Yeah, it does.
Tio,
does
it looks
that way.
like, yeah, going for the top route there. Doesn't quite manage to get it. There's a decent amount of 3A stuff. You've got 10 berries in 3A, there's a mess order. 3 blue hearts, I guess you could get in 3A, but that's probably a bit slow when you don't have the heart order. 3 blue hearts with City Blue is an interesting synergy.
Yeah, it's
Probably
definitely a
see
nice
someone
one.
go back for that at some point.
Just a matter of when it's worth giving up that amount of progress.
Yeah, I think I could see someone here getting to 4A and then doing Ridge Cassette and then going back for hearts, but we'll see. There's also Blue-Red Temple, so if that's still up, which, I mean, I think it's unlikely that 3 blue is still on the board at that point, but it's something to think about.
Yeah, unusual to see Temple involved in that, but it could happen. We do see Tio kind of already pulling ahead a bit on the progress. I think there's a little bit of stream desync there, but
Tio going for Site cassette, actually.
There is 2 A sides and 2 B sides. There's some Bino stuff.
Is this ever a 2B play? It's a 2B play! Let's go.
Alright, 2B
You'd
first
love
pass.
to see it.
There is a good amount of progress, as we mentioned, but there's also the fact that 2 A sides and 2 B sides is on the board, as well as just plain old 2 B sides. So a 2B 5B synergy could show up.
Did
Meanwhile-
Tio grab the seeded berry before going and grabbing the cassette?
I don't believe he did. So it
Because
looks like
3 seeded is an objective on this board, and Pocket has grabbed the seeded berry.
yeah, so Pocket's got a nice advantage to that. Definitely seems like Pocket's planning for a more traditional 2A, 4A early game route.
Yeah, I think that's very sensible. I mean, against someone like Tio, you're probably gonna have to take risks at some point, but going and sticking with things that you know and that are safe is a good idea against someone like as good as Tio.
Yeah, sometimes people get intimidated by the caliber of opponents they're up against, but often you're in an okay spot just sticking with fundamentals, and that seems to be what Pocket's going for here. No funny city skips, no crazy try to throw them off their game sort of strategy, at least yet.
I think it's looking like they're gonna be out of sight at about the same time, so it should be quite interesting to see sort of where both players decide to go after this. I think 4A for me is probably what I would think about, just because you've got the Golden
Okay.
Ridge cassette and the Grabless start.
Pocket does skip Dashless Awake, but still is getting out after Tio, who did 2B. I mean, I missed the exact time, but that was a very fast 2B from Tio.
Both players skip and go into Ridge, okay. So this is the moment we figure out if we've got stream desync or not.
I think we have a little bit. Pockets in game time. Oh no, they're actually pretty close.
Because this could be quite bad for Pocket if they both go for the same things. I don't see either player going for Grabless, actually. It's an
Yeah,
interesting...
that's unusual.
I'd have thought at least one of them would take it, but I guess Pocket probably thinks that they're behind and doesn't...
Yeah, Pocket seems to be going for what's generally a pretty good strategy when you're behind in execution, which is to be tactical, skip a few things to try and keep up in progress. And it seems to be going okay so far.
Yeah, like, the reason that I would think you would want to skip Dashless Awake is if you think that Tio is going to beat you to that. And so...
Well, I say that, but
yeah,
Ridge
Tio...
Cassette is red.
Ridge Cassette goes red. Pocket is still going for it, but that was close, actually. I think the stream just resynced a bit. That was not by much. Pocket grabbing the seeded berry, so is Tio. Makes sense. I mean, you don't want to come back here if you don't have to. But Pocket, I think... Pocket accidentally dropped the seeds, so has a bit more of a disadvantage going into Shrine, which is potentially a big deal. We'll see if Pocket decides to rush Blue Hearts here. I think it's like potentially not a bad play. Okay, neither player goes for the Blue Heart.
Yeah, now that Pocket knows that they're behind Tio in progress, they're gonna have to make some tough calls, whether to cut their losses, go for some anti-prog stuff, or somehow find a way to claw back into it.
It's worth mentioning that Pocket doesn't know that Tio played 2B yet. And I
That's
think
true.
that's something that's like a very big deal for Tio. Because if Pocket thinks that Awake is a lot more contested than it is. I mean, you can probably guess at this point that Tio didn't play 2B or 2A just because Awake is still not ticked.
But also, I mean, it is Tio, but I think most of the time you wouldn't expect your opponent to go 2B and still beat you to Ridge Cassette.
Yeah. I think Pocket probably assumes that it was a 2A play and that they got locked out, but
That
it's
would be
hard
what
to
I
know
assumed.
that. Yeah, like, don't worry too much about the stream delay.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
It's close enough that it doesn't really matter. Okay, so both players in Cliff Face. Tio again with a pretty substantial progress lead in Cliff Face. Is grabbing berries, actually. So if Tio's grabbing berries and is still ahead and Pocket is skipping, I guess Pocket's grabbing some, but...
Tio got more berries than Start, but they've both been getting the Cliff Face ones.
Tio does tick 15 in 4A, so...
Yeah.
What do you even do as Pocket here? Like, you've just been sort of behind to everything you're doing.
I don't know. I think those hard objectives might be...
Yeah,
prudent,
Tio going
but
back to
Tio's
City
going right
Blue, it
for
looks like. This is, like, makes a lot of sense. You don't know where your opponent is, but you know that... Well, you can guess you're ahead because you won that tick, but... Yeah, okay. City Blue goes red. But this does mean that Pocket has a bit more progress now.
Yep, Pocket just
So
went right
Pocket's
into
going
purple.
straight into Temple. What have we got in Temple? I mean, you've got Rescue Berry? I guess you're playing 5B here for a B side, right? Oh
Most
yeah,
likely.
3-seeded.
3-seeded. 3-seeded will go Pocket's way.
Yep, this is very sensible.
And probably just going right into 5B.
I
Like,
think
you could try to get a blue heart and unlock Unraveling, but I think that's better to do later.
Pocket is going to see the 3 blue hearts tick, though, if Tio goes for that right away. So, like, this is some info that Pocket will have to know that they're ahead.
Yes, Tio is
yeah,
the world
Tio-
record holder for Benny percent.
Tio is a very scary bingo opponent for a lot of people.
Yeah, Tio won the last Expert Bash. Not someone you're thrilled to be going up against at any point.
I think Pocket is more than capable, though.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Like, this hasn't been an ideal start for them, but it's also not, like, it could be going so much worse. Tio is now in Temple, but does know that Pocket is in Temple because Pocket has ticked 3-seeded berries. So, like, this probably gives Tio... I mean, it gives Tio back a little bit of the time that he invested trying to get blue hearts.
And we do see Pocket deciding to go and get the key now rather than wait until after finishing 5B.
Yeah, I don't hate this, but...
It does make
I
sense.
mean, what
to
else are you gonna
assume-
be doing, right? You don't want to
Right.
be playing through this more than once.
The only reason not to would be if you're worried about being first into late game, but I'm imagining that Pocket's feeling like they have a bit of wiggle room thanks to those 3 hearts that Tio went back for.
Tio, it looks like, did just grab the 1A cassette, so... Looks to be going for 8 binoculars, actually.
Huh.
I think I saw 6. So this would be 8 binos, which is very significant.
And it'll be two...
And 2 B-sides. Yeah, this is huge for Tio. Yeah, Random makes a good point. Tio doesn't know that Pocket played 2A. All Tio knows is that, like, he had a progress lead in 4A. And when you have a progress lead and you played a B-side, the sort of default assumption is that your opponent also played the B-side.
Yes. Although, Tio potentially could have just played 5B and still won the objective with progress.
Yeah, but this gets you binoculars as well. Like, this gets Tio 8 binos. So I kind of understand going for this in 1B.
Yeah,
And, like,
it'd be fine.
you know because of the 3-seeded tick that Pocket is, like... Pocket has access to the 5A cassette. And so if Pocket did play 2B, you're behind to 2B sides if you do it in 5B. So I think this makes a lot of sense. 5B would not get 8 binos, though. 5B would get Tio to 7 binos.
But there's a bino in 5A.
Tio got that,
Oh,
I
Tio
think.
get that.
Wait, am I crazy? Okay. No, clearly Tio didn't get the 5A bino because the cassette. But I guess, like, the point about Tio still being behind if Pocket did play 2B is, like, still there. Yeah, I'm gaslighting myself, I know. Don't worry about it.
The Pocket goes for Resort now.
Okay. Again, I don't hate this, but the problem is there's just so much later.
To some extent, when you're down 7-2, you've got to just get some objectives. You can't dwell too much on later. Meanwhile, Tio's going for Crossing Arb, looks like.
Yeah,
Does
this
Tio
is
have a
probably a
win con?
15-3 play, or a 10-4 play.
Well, also just all berries and crossing.
Okay, I clearly am blind. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I think Tio does potentially have a win con anti-prog. So Pocket getting some 3A things does help disrupt that a bit. If Pocket just kept playing Progress, I think Tio could have just won the game without needing that game.
Yeah, and Pocket does have a progress lead at the moment. It's not a big progress lead, and it's getting smaller with playing 3A,
Ooh.
but it is a progress lead.
Tio lost a berry.
Oh no. Oh no! That's, not a berry you want to drop.
I know Tio's been practicing for 45 ARB, but maybe in the bingo match you just collect your berries.
Oh.
Finishes that up.
It is now going for Grabless start of 4A.
That makes sense.
Makes some sense. Tio's going into 3A. Because, I mean, you've got none of the 3A stuff has been ticked yet, so you
Yeah,
might well, right?
I wasn't paying close attention. Was Pocket grabless for the start of 3A there, or no?
I
Oh,
didn't see.
Oh, never mind.
I guess that... Oh, okay.
That was 4A.
Yeah, that's 4A. Okay, they're both now in mess, and Pocket is ahead. So, this is good for Pocket, but, like...
Yeah, this is kind of best case scenario. We found ourselves at a spot where they're both in the same chapter and Pocket's ahead.
This is about as good as Pocket could hope for. The question is, can they maintain that? Yeah, Tio's definitely going for berries.
Yeah, Tio's going for berries more aggressively than Pocket.
We shall see if what color 10 berries 3A goes. Because I haven't actually been keeping track of Pocket's 3A berries.
Looks like just those two.
Okay, that's not ideal then. Oh, if this game were closer in objective count, I'd be thinking that maybe even the thing you want to do here is just leave the berries to make sure you win Mess Order and Theo Shaft, but
That does seem
Pocket
to be-
can't really afford to do that being down 8-3.
Yeah, I mean, that does seem to be her plan. I think you kind of have to go through 3A start and get one of the two things there.
Yeah, Tio wins 10 berries 3A, but Pocket wins the Mess Order. So, like, they now both know that they're in 3A. And Tio will know that he's behind. So, we'll see if Tio keeps going. Yeah, no, Tio's just out. Which is, I mean, very sensible. I guess the thing about this is that maybe you want 5 more berries, but also 3A berries are slow.
Yeah, Tio's just going back to progress.
Yeah, it's 10 in 4 progress. Tio can do so many different things. This is so hard for Pocket.
It seems like Pocket's trying to...
Oh! Early depths key? Yo, let's go!
Now, I wasn't watching my match yesterday against Gooms, but I think I heard that Gooms did it twice in the same match.
Oh
yesterday.
my!
Another reason to go watch the VODs of this.
Yeah, that's a big strat to hit first try.
So, is Pocket now gonna go 5A? Yeah.
Pocket does have a progress lead here still. But
Mora,
like,
I believe...
if you're getting the blue heart, you're probably going 5B here, right? So,
I think Tio is probably gonna go 5B here, but we'll unlock Unraveling.
does unlock Unraveling, it looks like, so. I think this makes a lot of sense. I mean, you don't want to come all the way out here and then not at least unlock the checkpoint if Rescue Berry is relevant. Oh,
But
we,
to answer the question, why would you do early depth ski twice? Go back and watch the VOD, you'll see.
Mm.
5A here does get...
Well, Tio
a
is
good couple of things.
continuing. Okay.
Interesting.
This is really good for Pocket if they keep playing.
Yes. Which, they're at least going to continue to get 5 keys in 2, I believe. And I assume at that point, you might as well just finish it out, get Rescue Berry, finish the chapter.
I do wonder if you go and do Rescue Berry first. Because search keys take a while.
They do...
And Tio also hasn't done 5 keys in Resort yet. So, like,
Pocket does not know that, though.
Pocket does not know that, to be fair.
For all they know, while they were
Pocket-
waiting for Theo's cutscene in Shaft, Tio was going and getting that key.
Yeah, Pocket does know that they won Mess Order and Theo Shaft. They don't know what Tio did after that, but they do know Tio was in 3A.
So Tio is now getting Depths Berries?
This is 10 and 4.
Yeah.
Play for 10 and 4. You're pretty
This is
close to it
good
as
for
Tio,
Pocket.
might as well finish.
Yeah, but this is good for Pocket for sure.
It's good for Pocket, but the problem is getting berries here works towards 2 things for Tio, which would put them on 11.
It does. They get 15 and 3, 10 and 4, they're at 11, and then their win con would have to be who of Pico, Winged Golden, or Farewell?
Yeah, looks like it.
Or Blue Red Temple, I guess that's also equally open.
Okay, Pocket ticks 5 keys in 2, and Power Source is not ticked. So Tio knows that was in 5A,
Yes.
which does probably make a difference for what Tio does next.
Tio does have Temple Blue.
Yeah, Tio has Temple Blue.
Pocket does not. Or wait, do they?
I didn't see Pocket grab Temple Blue, no.
I think
Oh,
they did,
Pocket
actually.
does? Okay.
They got the key. So, surely they got the heart.
That would make sense, actually. Now that I think about it. You get 5 keys in 5A, one of those is Depth's Key. And you're currently in Rescue, so why would you not grab the heart?
Okay, so Tio is finishing 15 and 3, it looks like?
10 and 4 first, it looks like.
Oh, I didn't realize that was still part of 10 and 4, because the tick happened earlier. A little stream delay moment.
Pocket ticks Dashless awake. Oh no. Okay, I read that completely wrong. Don't mind me. Pocket ticks Rescue Berry.
Yes.
So Tio is now absolutely certain that he is behind in progress. Not entirely sure it matters. But you never know with these kinds of games. Oh, good Seeker kill. You love to see it.
So it looks like Tio's going for
Hmm?
Blue Red Temple as his next target.
Yeah, this
Which-
makes a lot of sense. You get progress and an objective.
Yeah, it's a pretty safe objective that hedges bets against the other things.
You know Pocket is in 5A, so you can be fairly confident that you're ahead to this.
Alright, Pocket enters Summit.
This is an interesting play by Pocket, because there's a good amount of stuff here, but all of it is really late.
Yeah, I think Pocket needs to be contesting the anti-Brog options, because, as we've said, Tio has a win con, just getting a couple of those, which it looks like is what he's actually going for. He did get the cassette, but is now winged golding it up.
You don't actually know that Tio doesn't have progress here, though. You can be fairly confident that, you're ahead with Rescue Berry, but,
If Tio had progress, one of Rescue Berry or Blue Red Temple would be ticked by
Yeah.
Tio by now.
you can be fairly confident that you're not, you can be fairly confident that you're ahead to this, but
But it's not likely to be
It-
contested.
yeah. It just feels like a huge time commitment for something that's not gonna win you the game.
Pocket is getting berries.
Yeah, I don't think berries are gonna matter here.
If Tio's spending a bunch of time on Winged Golden, who knows?
That's true. Pocket. Tio could be in Summit without Temple Blue.
It's possible, but it's hard to know what the players are thinking, but it seems unlikely, at least to me.
Or you could be going back for Temple Blue right now. Tio displaying what I know for me would be considered a pretty decent winged golden.
Oh yeah, this is very
I
solid.
don't really know what expert level winged goldens look like, but
It's not the best we've seen, but it's definitely pretty good.
oh, hits multi-boost.
Yeah. Yeah, 220 is very solid.
RTMs without finishing the checkpoint, but it doesn't matter because did pick up the berry. It's not Dashless Chasm.
Very important difference between Winged Golden and Chasm Dashless.
Something for anyone who's new to bingo to be aware of. No particular reason.
Alright, Tio's at 15 in 1A.
I do wonder if this is a play by Pocket to just get 3 objectives before the game is over.
Maybe. It is relevant for the tournament tiebreakers, but I think in this spot it's close enough that it's probably worth at least trying to win.
Yeah, it's hard to win from Pocket's point of view, but yeah, I mean, you do have to play all of Summit. Tio can just kind of go and do literally anything right now.
Yep. We're gonna see Pico maybe? No, just 5B.
5B, okay.
That's the fastest thing left.
So 5B will end the game here.
It will, and it will before Pocket gets 2500. berries.
Pocket will probably get gems though.
Yeah.
So, all in all, like, good play from both players, but unfortunate for Pocket that got locked out of a bunch of stuff in the early game and like
Tio
is in a
is a tough
decent
opponent.
spot now. Also, sort of lost too many things early on for it to matter.
Yeah, Tio's a tough opponent, and Pocket put up a very good fight.
Yep, that's the 5th gem. Is delaying it because, I mean, you kind of have to at this point.
Don't want to delay it too long though, because if Tio takes the 13th objective, you don't get that for the tiebreaker. I don't think.
Second closest live streamed game we've had so far. Oh no.
Yeah, it's been a little rough in that department, but I don't know. I'm always enjoying watching bingo, even the ones that aren't as close, and this one is pretty close.
Yeah, like the score doesn't necessarily reflect that well on like how well the players have been doing. It's just a couple of very unfortunate lockouts in the early game for Pocket. Like Tio being able to play 2B and still win Ridge Cassette is a big one.
Maybe Tio will delay blue and red and temple by a minute so that Pocket can get one more objective.
Oh, okay.
And that's
Yep.
GG.
And the ticks come in at the same time, but Pocket does get the tick in time.
Yeah. True.
GG's.
GG's. Well played by both players.
Sad we didn't get to see Bird's Nest, but you know,
Yeah.
it'll happen at some point.
We've seen most everything else wild that can happen. Just need like a first pass winged golden and a bird's nest from summit skip, and we'll have had it all.
Have we seen 3A 1-up yet?
I
heard rumours that might be appearing somewhere.
And who knows? Perhaps specifically yesterday.
Okay.
We've seen 2 city skips. We've seen that. We've seen ridge skips. We've seen site skips, I think. I think that's a testament to some of the changes that have happened to the bingo generator in recent months. The boards have become a lot less straightforward to route, and that has led to some of these unconventional strategies being more effective.
I personally am a big fan of like a generator. The generator as it is now, at least for me, has been really good at making matches that are interesting. Like, it's very... You do get boards where there's very clear paths. Like, sometimes. You'll have boards where... I mean, like the game that we saw with Mora just before this one, where, like, there's a fairly clear route, and then one player just is behind, and it's difficult. But, like, a lot of the time, even on boards like that, there are ways that you can play around it. And, like, just by doing things that are unconventional and sort of, you can mess with people enough that sometimes you can pull out a win even in matches that you're not favored in, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, I know personally when I started practicing for this event, after having done Strawberry Jam for a long time, as a bunch of us here have, it was a tough adjustment. I was finding myself getting just like absolutely crushed on routing, and that's just because these boards are tricky.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, looking forward to this next match we have coming up, our last of the weekend, Vertil versus Quan. I think this might be a good one. I'm really hoping. Both players have very, very strong execution, strong routing, very firmly... Well, Vertil's very firmly expert. I think Quan still has advanced and expert roles, but definitely can hang with the best of them.
Yeah, I think both of these players have some very high level execution. Should be interesting to see, like, what route happens or what people come up with in terms of whatever board we get.
I think we're
Looks
getting into
like
it.
we are off. It appears we have Tio Hater versus Madeline for the file names.
Tio has done nothing to deserve hate.
I agree that Tio has done nothing to deserve hate. Looks like the board on the live stream is a little bit blank, so
You know what they say about this new generator? You look at the board and you go, where are the objectives?
I'm sorry, I find that way too funny. Oh.
All right. So Reed pointed out in the chat something very important for everyone to know, which is that every single match has been played for this group, and this match will determine who advances.
No pressure then.
No pressure, but the stakes are high. We do have the board now. Just taking a quick look. Start of 1A will be the rush, most likely. Beyond that, there's not
Oh
much.
no. Verdal having a little bit of an issue with enabling Bingo Sync. Well, not the Bingo UI.
Oh,
Didn't
I think
have
we're
the
gonna. Yeah, I think we're
proper
gonna restart
settings,
this one. Yeah.
but
False start, false alarm, everyone. We're gonna reset the board, reset the files. See, this is karma for saying that you hate TO.
oh no, Quan's stuck in the cutscene
Alright,
because you
bear with us
can't
for a
skip the
moment.
cutscene. Okay, looks like both players are ready to get back into it. We won't get to analyze that board because it looks like we have a new board.
We do have a new
Um,
board, which will be revealed
Interestingly,
shortly.
if I'm remembering right, we had Resort Cassette in the exact same place as it is currently. People on stream can't see that yet, but it will be revealed soon, hopefully.
There we are.
Cool, there we go. There's the board.
So, is 1UP and 2A, is that one of the ones that got moved to tier 1?
I don't think 1UP in 2A is a tier 1. Unless I'm very out of...
I'm not seeing a whole lot of early stuff.
Is Theo in Crossing a tier 1?
Maybe.
I don't remember. I can probably look this up.
Well, in any case, there's not an objective that immediately jumps out as something that both players will rush right away. Maybe the 1UP. Theo and Crossing is... Okay, so Theo and Crossing is the tier 1. For anyone who doesn't know, the way that the bingo generator works is there are 25 different tiers of objectives, and one objective from each tier gets put onto the board. That's done to balance the difficulty and make sure there's a good mix of things. So we would expect usually the easiest objective is the tier 1, and that's often what players go for first.
Yeah, there's also a little bit of stuff in the background that sort of objectives have tags, and so basically what that means is that the generator tries not to put too many things with similar tags on one board.
Yep.
It just prevents things from having crazy amounts of synergy, more than they do already. But yeah, so if you hear us talking about tier 1 or tier 25 or something like that, it's just which objectives fit into those. Tier 25 stuff is like really late game generally.
Sure enough, neither player goes for that tier 1, Theo and Crossing. I guess 1UP in 2A will likely be the first thing that comes off the board.
Yeah, so it'll determine quite a lot, I would imagine. We'll see if both players go for that or neither of them do, if they think that there's other stuff that's more important.
Yeah, there is the synergy with 40 berries, and we do see both players getting some berries here.
Yeah, people in chat have already said, but Event Horizon is a tier 25. I think the tier 25 on this board is complete 5 B-sides. I might be wrong about that though.
I believe so.
There's a little bit of synergy with that. There's 3 B-sides as well, but probably not something either player's gonna be going for. You've also got 5 A-sides, which is interesting.
5 A-sides, 5 B-sides on the same board is always interesting.
I don't see anyone going for 5 B-sides as a priority. There's just
I mean, there's
there's
one
not
Bino
enough
in
synergy.
4, which does have some B-side synergy if you do like 2B, but I think that's probably not what we'll see. Vertil appears to be going for a 1-up. I assume Quan is too.
Yeah, I don't think anyone on this board is going to be doing any 4B shenanigans. Okay, Quan wins the 1-up, which is interesting.
Vertil
Vertil
dies.
dropped it. Okay.
I was about to say it looks like Vertil's ahead here, but Death will put a stop to that. That's pretty huge for Quan because
Yeah, that's a big deal.
he gets the objective. He also has the lead to 40 berries, which could be relevant later.
Vertil does have a fairly significant progress lead, though, assuming that these streams are both reasonably close
I think
together.
they're pretty synced up, yeah.
Quan going for the last berry in 2A start. Is that an objective, or am I?
All collectibles 2As on the board.
Okay, that makes sense then. Skipping intervention berries, but they're quick to come back for, so...
Yeah,
I think
intervention
2A
berries are a
for
little
clear.
deceptive sometimes, because there are some quick ones you can get along the way, but if your goal is to get all of the berries in intervention, you're going to have to play through the entire checkpoint no matter what, for the most part.
Yeah. And it doesn't feel like the berries in intervention take that long, but I think I timed it once and it's at least 30 seconds added to like whatever you were doing. Probably less for these players, but yeah, the last 2 berries in intervention in particular are a very big time commitment.
Right, and that's kind of the point.
To the rest.
You generally won't get those first time through unless you're getting them all. So if you're gonna have to play the whole checkpoint if you're going back.
Okay, Vertil still has a progress lead by
Yes.
essentially 1 checkpoint, but it's awake. It's
And Vertil's
not
into
very
resort.
long.
So let's look at the resort objectives. There's 2 mess orders. There's Letter and Pico and Huge Mess. You can get
5
resort
berries,
set.
Pico.
Maybe, although I wouldn't expect that to happen first pass. I guess you could.
Probably not first pass. There's a lot of stuff in 3A. You've got Oshiro Stun as well, and 6 Winged, which probably a lot of the time means you've played 3A.
Meanwhile, Quan is into Ridge.
Okay, so this is interesting because this does mean that Quan's gonna have a progress lead at the end of this, but you are giving up a lot of 3A stuff to be here.
It's true. As
I
far
mean,
as
I guess
late
if you're
game's concerned,
behind, it doesn't matter as much because like you probably don't win all that stuff anyway. But
yeah, if Quan were to just blindly follow into Resort, I think that would not necessarily go well for him.
but at the same time, there's an awful lot of stuff in Resort that Vertil now gets uncontested if they want it.
Quan will be probably ahead of the game for berries. All collectibles 4A is on the board.
Mm-hmm.
1 Bino in 4 chapters as well, which is nice. Plus, there
Okay.
is a non-negligible amount of late game.
Mm-hmm. We do see Vertil tick Letter and Pico, so Quan does now know that Vertil is in 3A. Vertil obviously doesn't know that Quan is in 4A, but...
And probably won't find that out for a while.
No, there's not really anything on here that would tell you that.
I think Quan might consider just picking up Theo and Crossing at this point.
Quan is probably very happy to see that tick.
Oh yeah. Reed has been given the green light to dispense some extremely important information so we can know exactly what the stakes are here. Sounds like Vertil is guaranteed to advance, and Quan will go as long as he gets at least 11 objectives. And that's
Okay.
due to the tiebreaker in this tournament being the total number of objectives gotten. So naturally, the players don't know this, so they're probably both going to be fighting to win. But that's just something that we as the audience can keep in the back of our head.
Okay, we do, as Sam said, we do see Quan go back for Theo in Crossing. I think this is really good. I
Oh, yeah.
think Verdal is committed to 3A and doesn't know still that Quan did 4A, and so if you're gonna go back for that, now is a decent time for that, because you know that your opponent has already... Like, they've signaled that they are progressing slower than you are just by being in 3A, so you can make the most of that extra time now.
Yeah, and we see that Quan is also probably getting 3 blue hearts right now.
Okay, this is interesting, because, like, Verdal is about to finish Mess. We'll see if they decide to go back for 3 blue hearts now. Looks like they will. Okay. So this
This
might
is pretty
be a
good.
lockout for Quan, which would be very big. Because Quan already has the 1A heart, which is definitely the slower of the ones that they would have to get.
Yeah, Quan should win this.
This is big for Quan, if they get this lockout. Yeah, it goes blue, okay.
Great play by Quan to go back and get those things at that moment.
You love to see it. Verdal just entered 2A as well, so like...
Yep, it's the perfect... you wasted as much of Vertil's time as you possibly could have.
Quan restarting chapter here. Okay, decides not to go for 2A berries or whatever it was.
I think it would have been the cassette.
Yeah, probably.
And maybe, I don't know if he got the bottom left berries. But in any case, back into Cliffface, which I think is the right call.
The interesting thing about the timing of that tick is that it probably gives Verdal enough of a clue that Quan is not in 3A.
Probably.
Because to win Theo Crossing and the blue hearts, like, Verdal quit out at the end of Mess.
It's
which
possible
is like,
if Quan didn't finish Mess.
it's the earliest I would expect that to happen. If that makes sense.
Vertil picks up Celestial Resort cassette. No surprise there. Looks like
Yeah,
he's
I
got
mean, you're
first
here
more
anyway,
berries,
so...
And this, I think, is just for 40 berries. There's nothing else that requires 3A berries.
There is,
And it sounds like, slight correction, Quan needs 9, not 11.
Okay, so Quan is in a really good spot then.
Yeah, Reed also pointed out that Dragon did call GG a little early in her streamed match from yesterday, and that could be pretty relevant here. That 1 or 2 more objectives she might have gotten could be the difference. Of course, we'll see. If Quan wins or gets 11 or 12, then it kind of becomes moot. Both players focusing pretty hard on these berries.
They're both fairly close to 40.
Yeah, and it looks like I don't know if is Quan getting all the berries here in start?
I
I assume
Quan
so.
certainly seems to be getting a lot of berries.
I missed if he went all the way to the bottom.
I think he did, but I might be wrong about that. So this would be 5A start up, which again would tell Tio that Quan is there.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, okay, you must have got the berries at this point, because you don't go for
Yep.
this one if you didn't. Yeah, don't worry about it. I can word.
Oh. Whoa.
Okay. Quan, it looks like, is hard committing for 40 berries here.
That is definitely true. I was just so excited to see that we have the standings for this group now on the stream.
Oh, exciting times.
Incredible. Shoutouts to Flying Ludicolo for getting all of these stream tech things sorted out. While these players seemingly race for 40 berries, we can kind of take a look here. See that Vertil is 2-0, which explains why he's locked to advance. And it looks like due to that tiebreaker, it's going to be either Dragon or Quan.
Okay, Quan wins 40 berries.
Okay.
Still only has 39 on our screen, but... Oh, nice strat.
And it looks like Vertil had 38 when that got ticked.
Yeah, that's rough. Verdal, I think, is... Okay, you're just finishing a wake. Oh no, you're getting winged berries. Okay, this makes sense. You've played Resort, you know that... Yeah.
Alright, so Quan is back in Temple, heading towards Progress.
Interestingly, Verdal has 6 winged, has not ticked it. Oh no, has ticked it now. Okay,
There it goes.
ticked it as I said that.
Probably just waited until they hit the cassette and had a moment.
Yeah, you can be fairly certain that you're ahead to that, but, I mean, your opponent is in 5A at this point, so...
Ah, and Vertil is now going into 3B, trying to quickly get 1 Bino in 4 chapters, I mean, before Quan can finish it. And it's gonna look like, I think
Yeah, this
Vertil
probably
will win it.
goes... This probably goes green.
Yeah, the Bino in 1B is earlier than the one in 5B.
But also, I think 5B is just the better thing to be doing here. I mean, maybe not, I guess.
I think this is a good choice from Vertil. It snipes an objective that Quan was probably assuming he would have. Oh, Quan only had 2 binos?
Yeah, 1 Bino 4 goes green, which is not a surprise. That's
Quan not going
interesting,
for A1?
though.
Well, in any case,
Because
Quan's
with
gonna
those
continue.
ticks, Quan doesn't necessarily know that Verdal's not in 5B right now.
Well, Vertil played Resort.
But, like, Verdal could have done something crazy and, like, skipped Ridge at Shrine. Or just skip Ridge entirely.
Maybe.
Like, you don't expect it, but it's certainly something that could have happened.
Yeah, I suppose it's possible.
I mean, in any case, like, the 1 Bino 4 tick puts pressure on, because means that Verdal has played 4 chapters with binoculars.
Yes.
Unlike, if you were just playing Progress, then that's 2A, 4A, 5A, 5B. So,
Okay, so why did Vertil just quit out of Cliffface and then go back into Cliffface?
berries, I think.
But what does the quit out do?
I mean, I guess if you missed a berry. Maybe
You
Verdal
quit out
was...
at the start of Cliffface. They unlocked it, quit out, went right back.
Maybe sort of had a moment trying to decide what to do, I guess.
Yeah. Well, Quan finishes 5B with good timing because it lets him get to Summit just a hair ahead of Vertil. And that was a very fast 5B.
Yeah, don't write Verdal off in Summit, though.
Oh, I won't. Although, Vertil is now in core, which
Verdal is in core with, I believe, 3 hearts.
Oh. Never got that 2A heart.
Oh no, never got the 2A heart. Okay.
I mean, this is probably just a heart to go back into core, because core would also be 5A sides. So there's 3 objectives for him there.
There's also Orb in Heart of the Mountain, so... And
Right,
Hot
so-
and Cold Arb.
Yeah, so that's the 3.
Yeah. Okay. Core is really good on this board. But
Oh,
also,
Vertil-
like, there's a good amount of Summit synergy as well.
It's true.
I say a good amount. It's less good than Core. It's all quite late. And also there's only 2 things. But I guess 5A sides is like
5A sides
this
is
is
the third.
this is me being like, this is not good, but it would be funny.
This will be the second time today where we saw 5A sides completed in core.
I mean,
Core
IMO
enjoyers,
based.
rejoice.
This makes me happy. So, assuming both players keep doing what they're currently doing,
Yep. So
Quan will be on 7 and Verdal will be on 8.
yes.
Verdal has not done Stun Oshiro yet, but does have access to it. Quan has not played 3A at all. So, Verdal is starting to look favoured here almost.
Yeah, I think so. It kind of didn't feel like it because Quan got some key lockouts, but the 1 Bino in 4 was pretty huge, and being in the chapter with better synergy right now.
I think Summit is just like... I feel like it's too much of a time commitment. I don't
Yeah.
know if this is where you want to be.
Yeah, because Summit, you get 4 gems in Summit. There's also 2K and 2.5 meter gems, which is long. That's kind of it.
Like, even if, like, you account for the fact that the 2K and 2500 meter gems are sort of fairly near the start of their checkpoints, getting to 2.5k is not fast. And like, what are you doing as Quan when you get these? I mean, I would almost like to see a quit out at 2k. I mean, surely you quit out at 2k, right? You can't... You've just seen Verdal tick Hot and Cold Arb.
Well, Quan's gonna get the gem first at least. Or wait, yeah. Gonna get the gem first.
Like, you know Verdal's not here.
It's true. You also know that Vertal is gonna
Okay,
be in
does
core
RTM,
for
okay.
another like minute or so.
This is good.
Finishing up 2A collectibles. I think this makes sense. It's reasonably quick.
I think I'd kind of... It's crazy, but I almost feel like I'd prefer to see 3A here. Like, unlock Mess, and then maybe you can snipe Pico.
Yeah, honestly, I like that. Use the extra time you have to get a crack at those, 2 or 3 objectives that you might be able to steal. Pico, Mess Order.
2A full clear is fine, but it's only one thing. Like, sure, you know that Verdal has played 3A, and so maybe you're worried about that, but I feel like at this point, your options are starting to look very limited.
Yeah, I agree. I think I would like to see 3A here. But, in finishing this 2A full clear, Verdal's going to be done core, and that window of opportunity to steal those things is likely going to close pretty soon.
Yeah, because surely Verdal, like... Verdal gets to 9 from this, right? What is that strat? Okay. That is some cassette room strat. Okay, Verdal completes 5A sides. Which means Quan now knows for sure that Verdal... Well, not for sure, but you can be fairly confident when you see Hot and Cold Arb and then 5A sides. And Orbin Hut the Mountain.
The Verdal does go right back, but into 3B. I guess trying to synergize the Tenoshiro stuns with 5B sides.
I don't like this at all.
It definitely puts some otherwise safe objectives at risk.
You are giving Quan such an opportunity right now. I mean, Quan's probably gonna tick to a full clear as soon as they get it. Which will tell Verdal that Quan is... Yeah, I think if Quan insta-ticks this, Verdal will know and will probably go back into 3A.
Maybe.
Okay, Quan finally enters 3A, but I think this might be too late.
I don't know. By the time Verdal finishes 3B with 10 Oshiro Suns, if he does play that all the way out, I think Quan will be entering Mess.
It's gonna be close. And I would have liked to see this a lot sooner. Quan notably has not ticked to a full clear yet. Probably waiting until he gets to Mess to tick that. Or maybe even until he enters Pico. Yeah, I mean, this game was looking really good for Quan, and then suddenly now Verdal is in a very strong spot.
But things are... Quan's about to steal this Mess stuff.
The question is, does Quan go straight for Pico or does Quan go for Mess Order? Because I think Verdal is gonna get one of those.
Not necessarily.
Potentially.
Vertal is not close to being done. 3B. Yeah, Vertal continuing on this path. Quan's gonna get both those objectives, I think.
Okay.
So we'll be looking at 10-9. At which point, Quan will be favored to a good number of things. Quan has more progress to collectibles in 4A, I think.
If this comes down to a 5 B-sides race with neither player having played B-sides, I mean, Verdal's playing 3B, but...
They'll each have one at least.
Okay, Quan ticks Pico Berries immediately.
No reason
So
to
this
wait
is
on
a
that.
straight mess race. Oh no,
Yes.
doesn't go for it, okay.
Vertal doesn't go for it either.
2B.
2B. So,
Verbal's
Somehow-
going for 4A full clear, it looks like.
okay.
I'm not sure about this one, but I kind of understand. You like Quan knows that Verdal probably has a lead to this, but also Verdal knows that Quan was in mess, so like oh dear, okay.
Yeah, I think this is somewhat reasonable. I think I would like to see the actual commitment to the mess order from Quan here, but this is also okay. It'll put Quan ahead in B-sides progress, which is worth 2 objectives. And Vertal going for the 4A collectibles here. I guess it does unlock a B-side. But
Like
once
maybe
you've played 3B,
surely Verdal isn't doing all of full like 4A full clear here. Surely you're just doing like a checkpoint's worth of berries to see what Quan is doing. And then you maybe go and fight for something else. Because Verdal has late game access. With the skip.
Yep.
Okay, they are fighting for B-sides, it looks like.
Yes, and it looks like the time that Vertal spent on in 4A might just cost the 3B sides race.
Oh my, this game is quite something.
This is... So Quan, I think, might have to get a cassette and then play 1B here, versus Vertal finishing 1B and playing 2B.
I think Quan is still favored though.
Yes, I do think so.
Which is like quite a big deal. Because if Verdal puts all this time into winning 3 B-sides and then doesn't win 3 B-sides...
I don't know if Vertal does have the 2A cassette. I know that he has 4 cassettes, but it might be 1, 3, 4... It's 1, 2, 3, 4 for sure, right?
It's certainly 1, 3, 4. Oh, does not have the cassette, it looks
Not have
like.
the cassette.
Okay.
Did Vertal get 5? I thought Vertal had 4 cassettes.
Verdal played 5B. Is that right?
No, Quan played 5B.
Oh no, Verdal hasn't finished it. Verdal's played 3B. Oh, Core!
Oh,
Okay.
Core is a cassette. Okay.
Core is
yep.
a cassette.
Mystery solved.
Probably not playing 8B in Bingo.
Sad.
Although that would be pretty interesting if it was an option. No one remembers Core being a cassette or a blue heart, to be fair. Unless it's like actually Core blue.
I think of it more as a blue heart sometimes. If there's like 5 blue or some really long heart objective, you can sometimes use it.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm like, I quite often end up having Core as one of 5 blue hearts. If that's ever on my bingo board.
Yeah, cassettes end up. I think most of the time, if there's like 5 cassettes on the board, core doesn't tend to be one of them.
Sev, don't judge me, okay?
Alright, Quan's about to finish up that third B-side. Ahead of Vertle, but not by a lot.
Yep, there's the 3 B-sides tick.
Alright. I think that puts Quan ahead here.
Surely neither player goes for 5 B-sides right now, right? You'd have to be like very, very confident you were gonna win that.
Yeah, I think that's probably a bit too much to commit to. I think either Mess or 4A makes the most sense.
Is
We do
this
see.
4A full clear? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Quan doesn't have that much left.
Vrdle is going into reflection, so this is probably like a minute or two. Probably 2 minutes. I don't know what.
For bottom
What?
hollows, yeah.
The lack of mess order here from either player.
They're both just seemingly afraid to commit to it because they both know the other has access.
Interestingly, if what Reed said earlier was true, Quan is now through no matter what happens this game.
Well, I think both
So-
of these players are through now.
So, at this point, playing for bragging rights. But, again,
And
they don't
seeding.
know that.
And seeding.
That's true, yeah. You can't do 3B, they're not 3 B-sides, and you can't do 4A all collectibles start and not 4A all collectibles. I mean,
That is, yeah.
you have a point, Reed.
You have a point. Vertle has done both of those and then lost both of those. I guess not entirely yet. Quan has Old Trail and Cliff Face left. Quan was smart enough to get the last 2 in Old Trail ahead of time.
Quan going for Old Trail berries now. Vrdle, interestingly, did just grab 6A cassette.
Yeah,
So,
I think with
Definitely
Vertle's-
thinking late game for that.
Yeah, I think with Vertle's exec getting like you're already in hollows, it might be faster to play 6B as one of those B-sides rather than enter Temple and try to do 5B.
That still seems somewhat unlikely. 6B's not 4 minutes, is it? Wait. Vrdle. Wait. Did Vrdle just go top? Vrdle went top!
Vertle went top.
It's only bottom!
It's only bottom.
Oh no!
Vertle
Too
realizes.
late. Realizes, yep.
Alright, restart chapter. No, you gotta navigate to hollows.
Oh. Vrdle will be kicking themselves for that, because
But
if Quan was in reflection, which he very much could be, like, you probably just lost the objective of that. I mean, that tells you for sure that Quan wasn't, but
it's just
that's
more
not a
time
mistake
wasted.
you want to make as Vrdle. Because if Quan had been fighting for that, Vrdle would have just lost it there.
I never really doubted that Quan would get to 8. There was some discussion of that for the tiebreakers, but I don't think Vertle was ever that far ahead. Okay, Quan is in mess. I
Vertle
repeat,
quits out
both
of
players
hollows.
are in mess.
Vertle quit out of hollows.
Yeah, he went top again.
Oh no.
Both players are now in mess racing. Vertle is behind.
Oh, but Quan takes a death in books.
Alright, we got a race on our hands.
Oh my, this is a close one.
The stream delay is pretty even. So, this is just a race.
Looks like Vertle's caught up though.
It does, yeah.
Just the more efficient movement through mess rooms.
Yeah. Vertle looked pretty practiced for this wacky mess order hub movement.
Oh yeah, this is
Yeah,
this is not
Vertle's
looking
pulled
good
ahead.
for Quan.
But it's certainly not over.
Yeah, Vertle well into towels at this point.
It would take a nasty death in one of these rooms, and nope.
And
it's
the
green.
mess order goes green. Okay.
So, let's look at what we have here. Vertle's advantage to hollows if he can manage to stick to the bottom routes. Quan is advantaged to the gems. Other than that, well, I guess Quan has temple access, which helps for the 4 Theo cutscenes.
Quan
Vertle
is
now in
unlocking
farewell.
Shaft for some reason.
For the Theo cutscenes.
Okay.
Vertle's in farewell. I mean, we have 5 objectives here that are all completely disjointed. So this is going to be a matter of predicting what your opponent does well and playing what you do well. Vertle seems to have messed up. DTS restarts chapter to go for it again.
Oh, I don't know if I'd like restarting chapter here if you're thinking you're potentially in a race for this.
Yeah. It's a lot of time
20
to sacrifice,
seconds is a lot of time to give up.
especially since you're only going as far as 1 key and power source.
Does hit it the second time though.
That's good. Almost dies.
Almost takes a death, which would have been very unfortunate.
And now Quan is in reflection. I think both players might finish their current objectives at about the same time. At which
Seems
point
likely,
Quan
yeah.
will be advantaged to more of the rest.
Oh, but Quan quits out.
Without.
Goes into farewell.
Oh my
No.
gosh! Unbelievable! No way.
What are we witnessing?
With a board like this, you gotta just commit to something.
Vertle is having a bit of a moment in singular, but I don't think it's enough of a moment for it to matter.
Yeah, there's no way Vertle loses this.
They're so far ahead.
And small mistakes won't really matter because Quan is wasting every second of the time. That's I've never seen that fish land on the spring like that. Ooh. Seen some deaths on both sides of the screen.
Oh no.
Oh no. Both
This
players
is,
probably
this
very
is-
nervous.
this
This
is
is a very close
unfortunate.
match. Alright, Vertle's into Power Source.
The thing that might, if Quan quits out at Power Source unlock,
No way.
this might still be okay.
Especially, yeah, I don't know. Doesn't seem worth. Why would you go this far just to quit out a Power Source?
Okay. Doesn't
With DTS,
matter,
you can't
'cause
really mess up the power box skip.
the objective turns green, and so Quan now knows.
Yep. What will Vertle do next? Hollows?
But Quan is still going.
Summit?
Okay,
Surely
does
Hollows.
TM.
No way.
Vertle, no!
Pick something. Okay, so Vertle is entering Summit,
Oh
knowing
no!
that Quan has 4 gems.
This is
Presumably
certainly a play.
already up through 2k unlocked. I guess. Okay, so here's the possible plan. If Vertle thinks that Quan is going to try and get Hollows and 5 B-sides, then Vertle's win con could be the gems and the Theo cutscenes. But that's a big if. Quan could
Oh
finish
my.
Hollows here and just go into Summit, and the game's kind of just over. Everyone pay attention. Make sure Quan stays on the bottom route, by the way. So far, it looks right.
I mean, this one you go bottom route anyway, so...
Quan will want 4 Theo, but Vertle doesn't have any temple access. Well, he hasn't entered temple at least.
Okay. Okay, Quan does tick bottom route Hollows, it goes blue. So Vertle now knows that Quan was not in Summit. But also
But
knows
Vertle's
that
still only in 500.
also knows that Quan has significantly more Summit progress.
I guess you're hoping that Quan just leaves it
And
around,
Quan
but
goes into
Quan's
Summit.
going to Summit.
Okay.
That's not necessarily GG because neither player, like, there's still a good amount of time left for the other 2 objectives.
I was joking
No,
about the 5 B-sides race, but
Quan got
you
the
know,
gem first time through, I believe.
yeah, Quan got 2k gem already.
Yeah. Just has to play 2k and then get 2.5k gem. Vertle surely quits out. Somehow soul reads.
Nope, is committing. You have to imagine Vertle probably realizes at this point that this is not safe. But
Surely.
I can kind of see why as Vertle you would go for this. Like, you kind of... Going for the unexpected thing in Bingo when the end game is 11-11 is usually what you want to be doing, because you want to be doing something that your opponent isn't. And so a lot of the time what that is the thing that... Okay, they, yeah, Quan ticks Hollows and gems at the same time. I didn't even realize that Quan was delaying that.
I thought.
Oh no.
No, Hollows was already ticked.
What was going on? I
Hollows
thought I
was-
saw 2 things get ticked at once.
No, Hollows was already ticked.
I was gonna say,
Um,
delaying that seems really not great.
So now Vertle is forced into a tough spot. Quan already has 3 B-sides. I think Vertle finished 2B, right? So Vertle also has 3?
Yes. It's 3 each, but Quan got the tick.
Yeah. The difference is that Vertle does have better access to B-sides because Quan doesn't have any other cassettes.
Temple is just where you want to be as Verdle now, I think.
Oh yeah, both objectives require you
Because
to play
either
Temple.
you're doing Theo cutscene or you're doing... I mean, Verdle needs to win both of them.
Yes.
So it's just a question of which one do you think is more contested. Looks like Verdle thinks the answer to is B-sides. Also, looks like Verdle didn't finish 2B. So Quan is probably going to win?
Yeah. Seems like it would need some exec moments. Yeah, like yes, Verl does have the 6B cassette. And 6B is a chapter that he's very good at, but he's also very good at 5B, and 5B ends up just being faster. "6B, here we go."
Oh dear, okay.
I think this has to just be wrong.
Surely this is Quan's game at this point.
4B is does Vertle have the Vertle got all the collectibles in 4A start at one point, right? So
Verdle got the cassette for 4A, yeah.
So 4B is definitely faster than 6B every time. And 5B plus cassette is probably also faster than 6B.
I think as Quan, you're just playing whatever B-sides you have access to. As Verdle, you've got a few more options, but it's so hard. I think this is the right thing for Verdle to be doing, but, like, there's not... I mean, when you're behind to it, you're just...
I don't know what Vertle's 4B is like, but even a not that awesome 4B will probably be faster than 6B. Like, we're just looking at sub 4 here as the goal. And you need a really, really good 6B to be sub 4.
I mean, it looks like Quan's gonna hit something like a...
I mean...
Probably still 3-2x.
It's not going to be a sub 4
6B
right either.
I can't actually see the time on the Discord stream.
Yeah, I can see it a little better on the actual Twitch stream.
A little pixely, but...
So if this is 4-1x on average, I think... I mean, I don't know, but Vertle's average 4B is probably faster than that.
Quan, it looks like, is just going for the 3B cassette.
Yes. That makes sense.
Which, I mean, you've played 4 B-sides, you might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is so hard. For Verdle. Only just into rock bottom as well. Like, you've got a lot more 6B to play before you can even think about your 5th B-side.
Yep, and Quan is just cruising along. Not having, like, the best B-sides of his life, but good enough here.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't need to be that great when you're 1 ahead, does it?
of like half ahead. Half more ahead. But yes, the point still stands.
Vertle doing some funny multi-boost shenanigans in Reprieve 1.
Gotta love Reprieve multi-boost. Everyone's favorite strat. Really one of the reasons why everyone loves 6B. Despite what we've been saying, this has been a very solid 6B, and we should appreciate that. Oh no!
Why would
did
you
I
say
open
that,
my
Sam?
mouth? I could
Why
have
would
waited.
you say that?
I'm sorry, everyone. I ruined it.
It's not gonna matter, but you know.
I was trying to be nice. Give Vertles props for having very, very good exec.
So who do we think is gonna win? Vertle doing all of 5B or Quan doing rooftop?
Don't look away, people.
Yep, that's the tick.
GG.
GG's.
You know what? Well played by both. This was a really fun one to watch.
Big props.
We got to end off the day with a bang. And it sounds like both players are going to be advancing, so we'll get to see more from each of them.
Yeah, exciting times.
So, looking at the standings here, we now see the full results for Group C since all of their matches have been played. Vertle and Quan will be advancing, both at 2-1. And as for the rest, well, we'll just have to wait and see because there are still some matches to be played in each of those other groups.
Yep. I believe there's another live stream next week, but I'm not 100% certain on that. I'm sure there's someone more qualified than me to
Yep, I believe we will be
share
seeing
that
the
information.
starts of that the double elimination 8-person bracket with all of the advancements from the group stage. We'll see that starting next weekend, and then the weekend after will be the finals, where we will finally declare winner of the first ever open bingo bash. I, for one, am very excited. There will be a Friday live stream at some point, as Flying Ludicolo says. To be determined. We're going to need that 5th day of streaming to make sure we get all the games in. We do still have a few matches to be played off stream for the group stage. So once those get in, we'll be able to fully announce who is advancing in that final bracket.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
I believe that will do it for our bingo events today. And we hope everyone enjoyed, and we'll see everyone next weekend for some more bingo. Sev, I
See
think
you
we
later.
understood what the point was, but I think it was just still going to be a little slower. But yes, you were right. That was why 6G got played.
GG's.
GG's. Thanks to all the players for coming out. Looks like we're going to be rating Carrarium, so everyone give some big shoutouts to Carrie. Big props to all the players who came out for there. This was definitely a tough spot for some of the advanced players going up against the very, very best of the best from Expert throughout this. Hope Hope everyone enjoyed. I've really liked this group format. We haven't seen all the results for it, but as a participant, I thought this whole group stage thing was pretty fun.
Yeah, it's always good to. I mean, more bingo is always better, right? So.
More
Can't
bingo is always
complain.
better.
Right. See you later, everyone.
Let's give Carrie some burgies when we get over there.